on my life, I'm back. Morning everyone. I'm just gonna play you a little soundtrack, and it's not one that I'm getting off any app. It's what's actually happening here now, and it's just beautiful. There's your little MK. And my little floppy do in his beautiful head collar. Oh, reality's hitting now. I've tried not to think about it too much, but we're off there today, and let's hope Sam can work his magic on you. You? We need a bit longer, don't we? Too much history there. Yeah? We'll get you sorted, little man.
Alright, fella. Sorry? Essentially the sarcoid, you can feel there's a really quite a significant root on it, and if we just put some stitches behind it and then lasered off in front of the stitches, you'd almost certainly leave a lot of the root behind. There's a pretty big chance of it recurring, or almost virtually certain. So another option would be to laser it off and then inject some chemotherapy drugs behind it to try and kill what's left, or put there's a sort of a toxic cream called AW5, and you can impregnate a piece of vet wrap with that and use it almost like a rubber band, like a ring for smaller sarcoids. And the advantage of that is it ties off the sarcoid but then releases the chemotherapy into the root, and you've got a much better chance of it not recurring.
I think as soon as you told me about that, I just felt that sounded like the right thing. But I mean, it's not going to be pretty, is it?
No, you'll get a big burn on his here where the drug basically sort of burns through the skin. They do get quite uncomfortable, but it's not normally for that long, and there's just a better chance of it not recurring. Although with any sarcoid, it's never going to be a cure. It's always management rather than cure. So,
which it is what it's been really for him throughout his whole life, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. Well, you can see here.
Yeah, I think
that's done extremely well.
It has. I think it's just the fact that it's growing so quickly.
Yeah. So I'll take some pictures and send them off, and then.
Oh, are you not going to do it today then?
No, we need to order the cream. He has to have the cream for him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's disappointing.
Yeah.
You've ruined my day now.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
I am. I hate ruining people's day.
Sam's actually just gone off to ring Derek Knottenbelt, because what he can't do is use any of the sarcoid cream on a horse without having consulted with him. So because I'm quite keen to get this done as soon as possible before fly season starts, he's gone to see whether he can get hold of him on the phone. So I've got everything crossed that we can at least get this started today.
a ring around that one, ordinary lamb ring, and then DIY band with cream in it, and that one. Can't get her over.
They only come in one size, don't they?
The rings?
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it.
Oh, well done. Oh, excellent. Did you work up a sweat there, Sam?
Not quite. Not quite.
So this ring, it's like a lambing ring. And basically that cuts off the supply.
Got it, boy.
So this will slowly now die off and then drop off. But this one is the more challenging one. And this is the one that the vet wrap's going to go round with the Sarcoid cream in it.
Yeah.
So this will sit on for...
Depends how it reacts, but anywhere from a few days to a week. Also slightly depends on the degree of reaction.
So how did this type of treatment come about? Who
Derek Knottenbelt came up with it.
Yeah.
It's just a different way of applying the cream that he makes. And for I suppose it's a amalgamation of putting one of these rings on and using the AW5.
Okay.
And when you've got a really big lump with a bit of a stalk on it, you know, the stalk is the area that you're wanting to aim the treatment. And so, you know, if you can kill the stalk, then the whole thing dies off, and this is just a way of delivering the treatment to the stalk.
It's ingenious.
Good idea. It's a good idea.
Oh,
I like it.
you see, Sam, you've been outsmarted.
Yeah. It doesn't take much patience, does it? Let's face it.
This is another reason why it's the skill, not the strength that matters.
Technique.
Yeah.
I think that was a brilliant idea of yours.
Yeah.
Because then you don't have to use your vet wrap to make it nice and tight. You've got nylon, which should be a lot stronger. And you don't waste it.
You see it oozing.
But you don't need the tension of it.
Exactly, and also the other thing is, because it's cream in it, it actually ties better because it's slightly lubricated.
Probably cream on my arms better than cream on my face.
You've got glasses on. Right. Wait and see.
Because usually with this cream you do a treatment with a couple of days apart,
Yeah.
but obviously because it's slow release, we just monitor what it's doing,
Yeah.
and then you'll decide, depending on how it's looking,
Yeah.
whether he needs or when he needs
he
another.
Almost certainly will need more, but we'll see how we go on that to start with.
Okay. I'm on my way back with Hidde, and I've just stopped off junction 36 at Cars Billington because Jodie's Phil, when they were doing the field the other day, putting the fertiliser on, he said just grab yourself myself a couple of bags of grass seed for just patching the front where it got so poached over the winter. So I've just ordered a couple of big sacks and we'll get it down and get it on the front of those fields around the area where the horses had their haylage and get a little bit of grass back in there. There we go, general grass seed for patching up on board. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so it'll be a good time to get it down. Little Floppy Doo's woken up now. Had to take away his haylage because, for those that don't know, when a horse has been sedated, you take the haylage away, take away anything for them to eat because there is the potential for them to choke on it while they're waking up. So he had a little apple earlier. I bought a couple of your apples that you've donated for him. And we just need to keep him comfy over the next couple of days, which will be the worst time for him, where he'll be feeling those restrictions around the Sarcoids. Still on my way back with Hidde, but just got the other essential supplies. A couple of nice Lakeland lagers and some Stella for Philip, because that's what he likes as a little thank you for anything he does to help out. So I'll be dropping them off with him, and no doubt that will all get consumed over the weekend. And wasn't that lucky that just as I was passing you were on the road?
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
Waiting for unsuspecting people to give me drink.
I know. Well, that, as long as that's all you need as a thank you, that's fine. He's back home. Micah's here to meet him. Hole's here to meet him.
Yeah. Wow.
Harness Wren, and who's over the back there? Iceman. And we've got Jenny here today as well. Are you happy to be home, Floppy Doo? Hole's just made me come in to sniff her stable.
I have, it's absolutely rancid.
Yeah, we weren't going to do these before the open day because we're a bit short on time, but Hole's on a cleaning up and painting and tidying mission, which is fantastic.
When I get going, I'm going.
You're unstoppable.
Look at me. I can even scrub this off in the shower.
That looks like, oh yeah, you were painting black yesterday.
Yeah, metal paint doesn't wash off as easily.
No, Hidde's come to have a look. No, he's off again.
Though. It's inspired me to maybe get the hand tattoo. It's a bit pongy.
It is a bit pongy.
Yeah.
So we're going to pressure wash this out.
Yeah.
I was saying to Hole this morning.
Sealed
Mats,
which would change our lives. Because the reason why this is quite so disgusting is because our mats aren't sealed, so there's cracks in between them and gunk can get in between and underneath them, which is why all of this is here. Whereas if we had sealed mats, any urine or moisture or anything disgusting that ended up in the bed would all get absorbed by the shavings instead of seeping through, and then anything that's not we could just sweep out. Whereas because it can seep through, this happens and then we get ammonia and a bad smell, and then the bedding gets a bit icky because it can't absorb it all. Because we're getting a company in to quote for the sealed rubber mats and the matting for the stable at the front, we're going to ask them to quote as well for the barn that's being re-roofed, but also these 3 stables. And we'll add that to the projects that we're looking to do for the 110k fundraiser. 110 for 110 years of Greenbank Farm. Or the farm de Van de Kroonbank. Van de Kroonbank. Van de Kroonbank. Okay, we might get pulled up on by some... Kroon. Van de Kroonbank. Oh, I got the roll there. Van de Kroon. Go on, you're much better at accents. I don't know, than me. It might be wrong. Van de Kroonbank. There you go. I've never seen a Dutch person pronounce the word Kroonbank, or Kroon. So I need to watch that and then I'll come back, because until I've seen it, I can't imitate it. You get me? Rather than until you've heard it. Yeah, I need to hear it first so I can hear how you say it. Yeah, I can't and then you can. Yeah, I can't just guess off the letters. Guess who I just saw down the road? Who? Philip. Yeah. And he let me film him because I gave him some lagers for what he was doing, but he was saying, how do I get onto YouTube? How do I see Hole's videos? That's so funny because I haven't been doing too much on on TikTok recently.
He was telling me about one that he'd watched where you were being really rude to me.
Okay.
And he can't find it again. Look, my little man is back from school. Look, even at 12 years old, he likes to come and sit on his mum's lap and have a cuddle.
No, this was just the only available place to sit.
Was it? Oh, okay. So you made some brownies yesterday.
Yes, I did. And they went well this time. They didn't fall.
Okay. So has Tamara forgiven you for the fact that you took all of them into school and gave them away and you didn't save her one?
Yes, she's forgiven me.
Has she?
Yeah.
I'm amazed.
So am I.
Are you going to make another batch? Because you've got, how many batches are you going to make for the open day?
3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Here's the boys. That's little Uber. He's having a snooze in bed. Little Principal behind him. And then in the background is Hannes and Iceman. We've both had time with Jenny and had some physio today. And Hol's going to share video of that and updates on what Jen had to say about each of them. Because obviously I wasn't around because I was off with Hidde. But they look nice and happy and relaxed. I need to get you some socks.
Why?
Because you've worked them off. Do you like that?
Sorry, that's disgusting.
That's really bad. That wasn't even funny, was it?
I mean,
I try, but I'll never be as funny as you.
well, no, you are in a different way.
In a weird way.
You're actually far funnier off camera.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. You give me credit where it isn't due. Look what Hol's done today. So she was adamant she wanted to get these stables cleaned out. You washed all the mats. The smell test is better in here now. It smells much sweeter.
But you know what?
You don't smell much sweeter though.
I
Really
blasted
floppy do.
these off, but the splashback.
The splashback on what?
You see how it's splashed
Oh,
back?
yeah, they all need replacing anyway.
Yeah, they do.
I'll get the printer going. Little
No,
floppy
it's like
do.
having this whole panel.
Oh, on there. It all needs, yeah, it all needs a new coat on.
It does. So if anyone would like to get us the varnish and come and do it, that would be
I,
excellent.
I will put together a quote for all of this so that everyone knows what, you know, what funds are being spent on and what we can do. Look, his little man. Are you beginning to feel it a bit now?
He is, I think. Yes.
Oh, darling. I think he's quite happy that he's had it done though.
Yeah.
Let's have a look, see what it looks like.
I'll open
It won't look any different to what it did earlier, but it will swell up round here. So sorry if you're squeamish, but all of this area will swell as this is killing off the blood supply to the sarcoid. So that is going to be sore, but that's why we need to keep him on the meds. Hoytz's food is nice and sloppy, and just as I put it down, he picked up a carrot and splashed it everywhere. And as I was bringing Jubbers out, he's thrown it all over his back. Is he saving that for later, Jubbers? But listen to that slurping. It's good for Hoytzy to have sloppy food because he does have very mild megaesophagus, which is where the muscles in his esophagus have slightly broken down. It's a problem that's common in the Friesian breed, and he was diagnosed with this many years ago, but it is luckily only a low level megaesophagus, so we've been able to manage it over the years. But obviously the sloppier feed is, the better it goes down, and his esophagus doesn't have to work quite so hard to send it all down to his belly. That's particularly sloppy today though, but he's still enjoying it. You wouldn't want to listen to a human eating like this though, would you? some bird song this morning, to sloppy food and bird song this evening.